Awesome.
All right, so let's take a look at his normals first. As you can imagine, with bladed arms, hands that can become any weapon, he has really good range. Like sweep, uppercut.
Good uppercut range.
Yeah, let's start with his back two, which is a overhead. Pops them up. Now he can actually hold it, and if you fully charge it, he gets a much bigger pop-up.
Cool.
You can also cancel it. So you can go into a low. So let's go over his low. Back
Low.
3-2.
Oh god, that's awesome.
Into that
So
headbutt.
overhead lows are a thing here.
Absolutely, that's going to be a reoccurring thing with T-1000.
I really like the whole like piercing through the knee and skull. It's so cool.
One of my favorite throws too. That's such a cool, like, just technical looking throw. 'Cause
Yes.
It phases through
Phasing
them.
through, it's
I
so
feel
cool.
like you have a favorite throw every throw.
I do. I love throws. And that's one thing about this character too, which you'll see as you go, is like a lot of new things we have never done before
Yes.
with a character are done with T-1000. We'll see some more of that.
Very cool. The blood effects, when he's a victim, all really cool. So let's go over two of his key normals. First is forward 2-2, which is great long range, mid-mid. You're not going to get huge combos off of it, but it's a great kind of safe-ish way to control space.
Everyone loves those mid-space sort of
Exactly.
get-off-me moves.
And complementing that is forward 1, this elbow, which can go into this two-player animation.
Where did that arm come from?
Absolutely rules. It took me decades to notice he has 3 arms during the helicopter scene.
Do you think you could have 4 arms if you want?
I think he can pretty much
Possibly.
do whatever he wants within reason.
Gosh.
You'll also notice in some of his moves, like parts of him will turn to pure metal. Like
Yes.
his knee in that one, there's a headbutt he
it's
does.
so cool.
Yeah.
And I love his standing too. There's just the
Yeah, what is the
poke.
distance on that? Jeez
Very,
Louise.
very far. Instead of just he does have jabs, but I love that his standing to poking them.
Good mid-range control.
Yeah, that's a very reoccurring thing with T-1000, as you can imagine. So you want to see his special moves?
I do.
Let's start with his zoning tools.
Cool.
Pull out the pistol.
Flop, flop.
You can hold it down to do 2 shots.
Mm-hmm.
If you EX it, he does a bunch of shots. He also has an advancing gun. You can hold it down. And if you EX it, you can hold the 1 button to go into establish switch a spot.
Which is my favorite move of the game. It is the movie through and through.
It looks so awesome, the way he's just walking forward like that.
Do you think he needs bullets, or he can just create more bullets?
That's a very good
He
question.
cannot create machinery.
That's true, yep.
Yeah.
But a bullet's not machinery, is it?
It has
The
multiple
gun he's
components.
putting inside of him.
Yeah.
If you look when he does it, he's putting it inside of him. It's an actual gun.
Right. But I'm just wondering about the bullets.
The bullets are real bullets.
Okay, alright.
They explain in the movie he cannot make machinery, moving parts, stuff like that.
Alright.
All right, so let's go over his close quarter. That's your lore minute.
Thank you. Thank you for letting me know.
Down back 2, one of the cooler moves, I think, creates Cabal 6 Swords, does the classic Tornado Slam.
How can you not love that?
If you EX it, you get a pop-up. That's going to be one of his core combo starters.
Metal choke slam. Sweet.
Down forward 2 is these 2 hook swords, kind of the hook blade things he creates. If he EX it, it has armor, so that's going to be one of his, like, get off me, get away from me, don't pressure me tools. Then he has a great one, the Wrath Hammer. He literally creates Shao Kahn's hammer, the classic hammer from like MK3. That's an overhead.
And then the puddles just come rushing back to him.
I absolutely love
You'll
that
notice that with the
effect.
blood and with his
Yes.
creations, that they'll all come back and reform.
And it comes back into it.
So
reconstitute. Yeah.
Then let's go over one of his air attacks. Maybe my favorite move, the
Blop.
the gloop, the dive gloop.
Dive
You've seen
gloop.
a dive kick. How about a dive gloop?
Gloop. So cool.
And if you EX it, he turns into a puddle, and he has different options from that, which we're going to go over in just a second. So, he has 2 kind of stance moves. Let's start with the puddle. Back forward 3, he becomes the puddle. You hold it back. He can actually go through the opponent. And from there, he can do 1 to do spikes. That's like your quick move. Or you can do 2, which is uppercut, which is a combo starter.
Very cool.
Or you can just hit 3 to come back whenever you want. And if you EX it, it actually starts off with spikes, and that counts as a low. So you can mix it in with the hammer,
Oh, cool.
the back 2, and you can instantly go into the move. So you can just quickly have a low combo starter. Or you can choose to still hold it, go through them, come up behind them in the knockdown, stuff like that. So
Now
it could
this is not a fully invincible move though. Like go ahead and
Correct.
gloop towards me.
Yeah, you can actually hit him out of it.
And after spikes, changes things.
Yes,
but yeah.
exactly. And the spikes are very, very quick. And this has, when you do this, you go into this, you have these moves. So you could quickly go into the uppercut and get a combo off his dive glue. And then the second stance move is back forward 4, where he turns full metal and he starts walking forward. From there, he can end it. He can do this mid attack, which is quick, or he can do a grab.
Very cool.
Now this has armor, and he can either absorb 2 hits or 70 points of damage. So let's try it. So you can use it to punish like a down 1. But if you do something like an uppercut,
You got 2. Oh,
yeah,
his
head will come off and he'll reform.
And there's there's a bunch of different cases for that too, which is a really cool.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like try it with a sweep attack.
Oop, that's not a sweep attack, but knock his head off again.
Why are you running away?
Sorry.
He's so scared.
There we go.
His leg will break, yeah.
Yeah.
Now if you EX it, it doubles it. Now he can take more hits and more damage.
Oh, cool.
So let's try that. Uppercut, uppercut, another uppercut. And you know, he can, that's an actual punish because it is the recovery of it.
Punished an uppercut that
Yes. And lastly, if you've got the meter for it, if you EX the back forward 4, you get it down 2 to go into the EX version of the puddle. So you could do stuff like punish a normal attack, then go into the puddle, then go into a combo starter.
Yeah.
That's going to take a lot of meter, but it can be very, very deadly.
And it's
This is
super cool.
a lot of cool mix-ups, a lot of cool thought processes to use while you're using.
Exactly.
these
So I think he's a character that has, you know, it's like he looked at every possible option and has an answer for it.
Right.
You know, it's going to cost a meter, it's going to be your resources, but very, very powerful. That's going to get people scared to attack, and then he can go into his throws, his overheads, his lows.
Got it.
So, want to see his fatal blow?
Yeah.